Happy Whiskey Wednesday, everybody. Been a heck of a week, hasn't it? But once again, we're blessed with a Wednesday and a Whiskey Wednesday. I'm excited to bring you something I've been kind of sitting on for a while. It is another Texas whiskey. Last week we did the Four Roses, big distillery, big box type, very standard whiskey. Today, going back to that small distillery, small batch stuff. The whiskey for today is Witherspoon Texas whiskey. Here you go. Pretty bottle. Witherspoon Texas whiskey. Single barrel bourbon, straight barrel bourbon. Made by Bent Distillery, established 2002 in Lewisville, Texas, just outside of Fort Worth/Dallas. They introduced Witherspoon in 2015. Again, small batch, handcrafted, sticking to that true bourbon ratio with a high corn mash bill. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. The most interesting thing about this whiskey, I did it, it was in my research, was their website is very personalized. And one of the things they did that I thought was really interesting, and I challenge you guys to get a bottle and then check it out. But look down here at the bottom of the label, and you can see a handwritten barrel number, bottle number label, and it's handwritten. And what's really cool is when you go to their website, check them out, witherspoonwhiskey.com. And it's a very simple page, very sterile page. It has a picture of their bottle and then an entry window. And you go in there and it'll tell you, enter your barrel number. And then it brings up a personalized, individualized profile of your whiskey. Really interesting, really cool. I cheat a little bit, right? And I do this, I'm gonna be upfront. I do this with all my whiskeys that I do review. I do the background research, right? What is it supposed to taste like? What am I supposed to find? Now, I will be honest with you, just because I do that research doesn't mean that's what I read off. I'm honest, upfront, and I tell you exactly what I taste and whether it's there or not. There's times I'll go in there and I'm looking for pomegranates and I don't taste it, I'm not gonna say it. I tell you what I taste. So went in there, looked at the profile. Again, very cool, very personalized, very individualized to the barrels and the bottles. It's pretty cool. Check them out. Get you a bottle. Price point on this, $45, $50, depends where you go. But very nice, pretty bottle, like I said. But overall, so far anyway, has been a pleasant experience, like I said. So let's open her up and let's get a pour. So here we go. There you go. Pretty color right off the bat. A darker whiskey. Here, let me get you some light here so you can see. Pretty whiskey, a little bit darker. Some red, and I've been doing some reading. Like I said, I read a lot, right? And a lot of websites and web pages and stuff like that. But I like the dark whiskey. It's really cool. It tells you that char in that barrel, took effect. That's where a lot of the color. That's where all the color comes from. Remember that. The charring of the inside of the barrel. It goes into a barrel clear. It's in the charred barrel, and that's where it gets that color. But very pretty. This is a pretty whiskey. Good looking whiskey. Another thing I noticed when I look at it, and this is again just me. The things I look at when I look at a whiskey, I like to see a little bit of haze in my whiskey. Why, Ed? Why, Marty? I don't know. To me, it says it's a little more, got that little homemade feel to it, right? Did it bring a little bit of the mash with it? Did it, what is it? They filter this stuff, of course, but I like to see a little bit of that haze. And typically when you see a little bit of that haze, there's some flavor in there. There's some flavor in there. Let's take a look at the nose. That's nice. Again, this is a 100 proof straight barrel Scotch. Single barrel Scotch, I'm sorry, straight bourbon. 100 proof, 50% ABV. The nose, the aroma, it's not overpowering. It's not very, very strong, but it's, how do I say this? It's light but distinct, if that makes sense. Smoky, some smoky notes. I get like cinnamon spice, vanilla spice, like baked goods spice. That's nice. That's nice. First drink. Salud. Very smooth. Buttery. Smooth, creamy. I like that. It is different. It is a pleasantly different bourbon. This is gonna sound like a cheat, but it's not. In its profile, and I typed it up, it said, quote unquote, almost Scotch-like. And it is. It has a medicine-y yet buttery cream butterscotch. I mean butterscotch discs. But it's light. It's not over the top. And this is different. This is good. The finish is very clean. There is no linger. There's no, I mean, it's a clean finish. It's not coming back. It's good. It tastes very refined, but it's got that little sweet spice to it. It's interesting. This would go good with a little agua mineral, mineral water, a little Topo Chico, club soda. This would go good with that. This is cool fall nights outside on the porch, cool drink in hand. This is good. It's not overly bourbony. It's not sweet. It's a very subtle sweet. It's a light sweet, but then it's got like that, like I said, that little butterscotch at the end, and then it's like, you ever, when you think of a finish, you imagine a baseball rolling along a table and then it just drops. That's the finish. It's very, you drink, it's butterscotchy, it's woodsy, scotchy, clean. Nothing at the end. It's very, very, it's up front and then done. I like that. I like that a lot. It's very, very different. This is not, it's a pleasant different though for a bourbon. That was good. That was enjoyable. Again, that's Witherspoon Texas whiskey, distributed by Bent Distillery out of Louisville, Texas. Pretty bottle, like I said. A lot of Texas symbolism on there. You see the round, iconic Texas Ranger badge style thing there. That is good. It's good. Like I said, it's a pleasant different. I don't know if that makes sense. Again, price point for Dell. You know, that's a $45, $50 bottle, depending where you go, but worth it. It's marketed and branded as a sipper, but I bet this sucker would be real good with a little mineral water or a little club soda on ice. I'd venture to say it'd probably erupt. I'd like to try it, and I might. That is good. That is real good. Thanks for joining us. Another Whiskey Wednesday in the books. Today got a couple things on my mind. Namely, reach out to a buddy. I know I say it every week, and I know it gets corny and it gets old and whatever, but seriously, reach out to a buddy. Had a meeting with a VA guy today on a telephone, and you know, hey, reach out, text, call, IM, hit me up. You feel like BSing, but reach out to a buddy. Check on somebody, please. Check on one, check on two, check on one a day for the rest of the week. Just send out an I love you. And I tell you what, I know in my bones, I know in my heart, it's appreciated, and you'll put a smile on somebody's face. I believe it. I believe it in my heart. But I love y'all. I love each and every one of you guys. Hit me up. IM me. Tell me what you think. Share. Please share my video. Like, comment. I'm trying to grow. I'm hovering. I'm like stagnant. I gotta get bigger. I want to get a bigger following. I love y'all, and take care, and we'll be talking soon. Out here.